What was your, is this bitch serious moment? The time this mother yelled at me for saying excuse me. Her and her family were taking up an entire bike path, including the shoulder. Instead of cutting through them, I moved onto the shoulder and cheerily excused myself as I passed her. Didn't touch her and she didn't really have to move since I managed to squeak by. Yet as I passed, she started screaming a bunch of shit. Well, she did not expect me to come to a screeching halt and ask if there was an issue. She promptly hid behind her husband and wouldn't even look at me. All that energy for what? Used to work at Disney World. It's 9 a.m. and a lady comes into our guest services demanding a refund on her turkey leg because it tastes weird. We ask her details to process the refund. Turns out she bought it 3 days ago and was carrying it in her bag since. There was a girl in my class who was such an idiot, and she would outwardly disrespect the professor all the time. This one time while the professor was talking she started to whistle. He stopped class in disbelief and asked her why she was doing it and why she was being disruptive, and she said it's a thing she does without even thinking, and then whistled again and was like, see? A woman claimed to have left her money at home while I was working one day after she ordered 2 sandwiches. They take about 10 minutes to cook. I said that's okay, when you come back they'll be ready. She said she wanted the sandwiches first, and that she'd be right back after she and her daughter ate because they lived right around the corner. I said if you live right around the corner you'll be back before the sandwiches are done, but I can't give you food before you pay. She lost her shit on me. It was wild. She left with no food and didn't come back. An old man came into the store without a mask. I told him he couldn't enter the store without one, to which he replies, I don't believe in coronavirus, it's fake. I told him even if he doesn't believe it he still needs a mask. To which he replies, the president said it's fake so there's nothing to worry about. A couple sat down at the movie theater 15 minutes into the movie. The lady sits right beside me and is holding a full conversation at full volume with a man barely acknowledging her. I politely ask her to lower her voice as it is distracting. She stares forward for 2 minutes before leaning over. Maybe if you weren't listening to my conversation, you wouldn't be distracted. I was too livid to even respond and the movie was ruined.
On multiple occasions I've had mothers try to leave their kids with me because I'm in childcare. I literally have to stop telling moms I'm a nanny because I end up getting a strange baby plopped in my lap. The worst was at a park. I was chilling and reading. A mother sits next to me on the bench with her baby. We start chatting a little. Oh, your baby is such a cutie. Stuff like that. This bitch stands up, places her baby in my lap, diaper bag next me and says she'll be right back. Didn't ask, just put her baby in my lap and walks away. This one girl in my class loved to apply perfume whenever she could, despite the fact that the girl sitting next to her was very sensitive to fragrance. One day she sprayed a whole bunch on and the girl started having a coughing fit and then a migraine and was sent to the nurse's office to calm down. When the teacher asked the girl why she did that, all she said was, "What's the big deal? It's not my fault."
My sister's mother-in-law opened up all her wedding gifts and packed them away while she was on honeymoon. It's been 3 years since, but I'm still mad thinking about it. Happened a few days ago. Customer hasn't paid their bill in 5 months, and was in bad standing even before coronavirus. We actually agreed to waive her late payment fees of 3 months. Bitch then has the audacity to demand that we remove 75% of her bill. Then demanded to speak to the CEO when we obviously refused.
Co-worker gave me the whole, "we're all in this corona thing together and have to sacrifice together" speech, then called a departmental meeting, excluding me, to bully our supervisor into making sure that 100% of lost hours and lost income from scheduling changes and cuts fall on my shoulders. While all of her and her friends' paychecks remained completely intact because he's just a part-timer, we're the real team here and not him. Technically he's not entitled to any hours at all, so it's okay to cut them all. My income for the month dropped over 50% while the real team that I've been a part of for 5 years didn't lose a dime. Lady standing outside the grocery store this weekend harassing those who went into the grocery store by saying stuff like, "If you trust God, you'll remove your masks."
This just happened to me a few days ago. I was walking my dog, who is not child-friendly, and we were coming up on a woman and her small child. I could tell the kid was gonna make a beeline for my dog, so I crossed to the other side of the street so there wouldn't be any issues. This lady yells, "What? My kid can't pet your dog?" As if her kid was just entitled to touch any dog she wanted to. I said he's not good with kids, sorry, and she yelled back, "Whatever, bitch." I was stunned. Honestly. Thought about that interaction the rest of the walk. But had I just let her kid come up to my dog, that kid probably would have gotten bitten. Have you had a "is this bitch serious" moment? Let us know in the comments below. And be sure to like this video, and subscribe to the channel for more great content.